Good evening and welcome to the briefing room. I'm Madhavdas Gopalakrishnan. Viewers, the Ram Mandir was built on faith, devotion and contributions of millions of ordinary Indians. When the call for donations went out, devotees responded in overwhelming numbers, contributing thousands of crores for what many saw as a once-in-a-civilization moment. But now, disturbing questions are being raised about what happened to some of the offerings made in the name of Lord Ram. Allegations of missing donations, questions over valuables offered by devotees and claims of serious irregularities have triggered a high-profile probe. Just how deep does the controversy run? Who's under the scanner? And what exactly is the SIT investigating? That's the story that we're tracking here tonight. Now, the allegations emerging from the Ram Mandir donation row are both serious and wide-ranging. Amongst the allegations under scrutiny are claims of missing donations, the deletion of crucial CCTV footage, under-recording of hundi collections, and discrepancies involving silver bars offered by devotees. Investigators are also looking into concerns over inventory management and whether adequate safeguards were in place for storing cash and valuables.
अब हम प्रयास करेंगे कि जो अब जितना समय 10 से 15 दिन के अंदर अपनी जांच पूर्ण कर लें, यदि कुछ ऐसे तथ्य आते हैं जिनकी जांच करने में और अधिक समय लगता है, उस परिस्थिति में हम समय बढ़ाने की मांग कर सकते हैं.
Now, as the probe gathers pace, attention is also turning to the chain of responsibility for handing devotees' offerings. At the top is the General Secretary, Champat Rai, while Anil Mishra is understood to supervise the donation process. K.D. Tiwari is the person associated with counting offerings and issuing receipts, while Gopal Rao is responsible for ensuring that donations are transported and deposited in the bank. The SIT's preliminary report does not stop at identifying alleged lapses. It also lays out a roadmap for reform. Amongst the key recommendations are the reconstitution of the trust, fixing responsibility across all members, appointing an administrative officer as CEO, someone with a professional background, and adopting a more professional approach to temple management. The report also calls for stricter financial controls, including weekly audits, formal daily recording of cash offerings, and a major expansion of the CCTV storage capacity to improve monitoring and accountability. Let's now take a quick look in terms of exactly how donations are collected, counted, and managed at the Ram Mandir. This is what we're talking about. The first step is that the cash is collected and 35 donation boxes are present in the temple. They're opened once the boxes are full. There's also, of course, the aspect in terms of collection as far as what really happens inside. If you can quickly bring in the next graphic, if I can request my producers to move a bit faster. Let's quickly bring in the next graphic. The trust staff and SBI personnel are then present over there at the time that the cash is collected. The second stage is the movement of the cash. Cash transferred to locked containers. The transportation then happens to a building called the Pilgrim Facilitation Center. This is just about 200 meters away from the temple, and the movement is covered by CCTV surveillance at this stage. The third step is the counting room itself. The counting happens in a secured basement hall. There are around 40 tellers who are working in two shifts from 8 to 2 in the morning, the first half, and then 2 to 8 in the second half. This is what we are told. The supervisors are the ones who monitor every 4 to 5 tellers at the stage of counting. The sorting of donations also happens under huge amount of security and scrutiny because the cash notes are separated and the coins are separated. The jewelry, the gold, the silver is then segregated separately. Now, all of this material is distributed to the tellers for counting, and the staff can't leave the premises during their shifts. They are only allowed food and toilet breaks during the course of their shift, and there's no outside access given during counting as well. The last stage is the sealing and the deposit. The counted cash is put in bank containers, and the containers are sealed under supervision. It then is sent to SBI branches for verification, and at the bank stage, of course, the SBI independently verifies these amounts. The money is then deposited into the trust account, and the bank communicates the credited amount to the trust at this stage as well. So these are the various stages of how the donations are counted, and of course in the final stage it is finally deposited as far as the bank is concerned. But how really has this happened, and what really is the kind of impact when it comes to such kind of amount of a donation, and what really are we talking in terms of the actual numbers itself. We're talking about a huge number over here. Let's quickly, in fact, get you what are the numbers in terms of the Ram Mandir Chori Rao itself, the so-called allegations. Let's take first a look at who are the suspects identified. The suspects identified in this particular case are suspects here, forgive my spellings there, 150. The total number of those who are likely to face action, facing action, are the total numbers are believed to be 25 individuals. The prime suspects amongst these are 5 individuals who are responsible for actually having carried out this act. This is what the SIT's preliminary investigation is looking at. What about the money recovered? The money recovered is to the tune of 2 crore rupees is what we are told. 2 CR is the amount that has been recovered so far by the SIT. How big can the scam possibly be? Opposition's allegation. This is what opposition says. Opposition's allegation is that it is not just 2 crore, but 200 crore rupees. This is the allegation of various opposition political parties in terms of the irregularity. And to understand the scale of this controversy, it's also important to understand the scale of the donations. The Ram Mandir itself is not just one of India's most visited religious sites, it's also one of the largest recipients as far as public donations are concerned. There are lakhs of devotees who contribute every year, and on an average day, the donations reportedly range between 8 lakhs as well as 13 lakhs. And while collections can surge to even 50 lakhs or 60 lakhs during major religious occasions. With around 35 donation boxes that are spread across the temple complex and nearly 1 lakh pilgrims visiting daily, the flow of offerings is immense. And remember, it was the faith of ordinary Indians that helped raise nearly 3,500 crore rupees for the temple's construction. So who are the voices, in fact, who are associated with the temple administration itself? So they are the ones who are now emphasizing that there is need for systemic reform. The Ram Mandir Construction Committee Chief Nipendra Mishra has acknowledged concerns over the existing system and has stressed the importance of strengthening oversight and accountability mechanisms themselves.
44 लोग काउंट कर रहे थे, जो काउंटिंग हॉल जिसमें सारी चीजें और वैल्यूएबल मेटल इनकी काउंटिंग थी, वो 44 लोगों की थी। मंदिर के मैनेजमेंट प्रणाली पर ये एक बहुत बड़ा दाग है।
Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Yogi Adityanath has strongly defended the probe and has sought to reassure devotees. The CM has maintained that the SIT was constituted at the request of the trust itself and has expressed confidence that the investigation will help establish the facts and remove any doubts surrounding the controversy.
हम लोगों ने ट्रस्ट के अनुरोध पर SIT जांच बिठाई है और मैं उन्हें इस बात के लिए कह सकता हूं कि SIT जांच दूध का दूध और पानी का पानी करके रहेगी, उसमें कोई संदेह नहीं। हम लोगों के पूर्वजों ने 500 वर्षों तक प्रभु राम के स्थान को लेने के लिए संघर्ष किया है। 15 दिन और देख लें, इंतजार कर लो, चिंता मत करो। लेकिन हम अयोध्या को बदनाम करने वाले, राम जन्मभूमि मंदिर को अपमानित करने वाले लोगों के बहकावे में कतई ना आए।
Now, the Ram Mandir donation row has escalated into a major political flashpoint, with the opposition stepping up its attack on the government over the SIT probe and the allegations surrounding missing donations and valuables. Opposition leaders have questioned the timing, intent, and effectiveness of the investigation, with some alleging that the SIT was constituted to protect those responsible rather than uncover the truth. Others have raised concerns over the absence of an FIR, while some have gone further, claiming that devotees' donations were misappropriated.
SIT का गठन इसलिए कर रहे हैं कि जिससे बचा जा सके। CCTV ने इनकी पूरी पोल खोल दी, चाहे चंदा को लेकर के चोरी की हो और चाहे चढ़ावा को लेकर के चोरी की हो, पूरी की पूरी CCTV फुटेज में वो चीजें मौजूद हैं।
अभी तक FIR दर्ज नहीं हुई, इससे ज्यादा बड़ी क्या बात होगी।
कि इतना बड़ा कांड आपके सामने आ गया और अभी तक एफआईआर नहीं दर्ज हुई। आप एसआईटी बना रहे हैं, एसआईटी किस बात के लिए बना रहे हैं जब तक एफआईआर नहीं, उसका कानूनी पहलू क्या है?
लगभग 200 करोड़ रुपए का तो बताते हैं कि कैश ही चोरी हो गया। कई सारे हीरे जवाहरात के बक्से चोरी हो गए। जैसे जैसे बात फैलती जा रही है, हर राम भक्त, हर सनातनी बहुत ज्यादा दुखी है।
एसआईटी ना किसी काम के लिए है, ना राम के लिए है, सिर्फ चंदा चोरों को बचाने के लिए।
अब राम मंदिर को लूटने में तो गजनी तो नहीं आया ना, अल्लाउद्दीन खिलजी तो नहीं आया ना। अब बोलते हैं ना मोगलों ने लूटा मंदिर, तो ये नए मोगल है बीजेपी के जो मंदिर लूट रहे। तो राम मंदिर को किसने लूटा? बीजेपी के गजनी ने लूटा।
Let's take this across to our guest joining us. We have Sriraj Nair, national spokesperson of VHP, with us. Acharya Pramod Krishnam also joins us. He's the Kalki Dham Peethadishwar. We also have Vivek Bansal, senior leader of the Congress party, joining us at the moment. Let me come across to you first. Sriraj Nair, what has happened here in the Ram temple has definitely, not just hurt the sentiment, but also it has made a mockery of the entire faith of those who have contributed. Lakhs of devotees have contributed towards the temple. And if even, just less than 2 years after what we have seen, the Pran Pratishtha, after such a time, if we have not been able to manage the funds properly, this raises very, very serious and disturbing questions about how it has been managed.
Well, Madhav, first of all, definitely some of the points which you said, I agree. And at the same time, we at VHP believe the law of the land is supreme. As Pujani Yogi ji said, you heard, an SIT has been constituted at the instance of the request of the trust only. Now, an interim report has been submitted, and let us wait for the final report. And in between, the Congress, the Samajwadi Party, who have been always against the Ram Mandir, the Samajwadi Party, which shorted the innocent car sevaks, Congress Party, which roped in the best of the lawyers so that the temple does not come in existence, those who never donated a single naya paisa, those who never went to Ram Mandir to see how the temple is all about, and all this rumor mongering, AI-generated videos, falsehood, somebody saying
forget what Samajwadi Party is saying, what Congress is saying. The fact is that theft has happened. The SIT is also admitting that theft has happened. How could it have happened? Under the watch of this particular trust. And how can this trust be trusted again?
As we have always categorically said at VHP, and even the trust says, anybody who is found guilty, not a single culprit will be left. They all will be punished. If there is whatever changes or whatever professionalism need to be brought in to bring in more transparency will be brought in. But at the same time, we are against the media trial. Let us wait for the final report
Mr.
of the
Sriraj
SIT.
Nair, forget
and
media
then
trial.
Is guilty,
the SIT is probing this matter, sir. Whether you call it a media trial, whether you call it, the media questioning you, whatever one chooses to call it. No. The fact is there is already a land scam that has been widely reported.
Madhav,
despite public knowledge of a land scam, now report. There is chanda chori happening. And that is completely unacceptable.
The culprits.
Let me bring in Vivek Bansal. Vivek Bansal.
We are not shielding the act.
Vivek Bansal, is it enough when Mr. Sriraj Nair comes out to say we are not shielding the culprits, SIT probe is going on, we don't want a media trial? At the end of the day, if a wrong has been done, that will have to be reported. And this is the SIT findings we are talking about.
The way they are shielding, the way they are trying to camouflage the entire thing, because on the pretext that SP was against, Congress was against, they should accept the fact. In fact, we had been saying from the very beginning the collections which had been made for Ram Mandir construction for last 2 decades. I am talking about last 2-3 decades. That in that also we had been demanding an investigation, a thorough audit of that. That never came to light. And now you see, for such a sacrosanct in a temple where now they are saying that we have constructed it for 500 years.
Mr. Bansal, your government was in power for the last 2 decades before that. Why didn't you order such an inquiry?
No. I am saying, no. See, it is a religious
10 years
trust.
UPA government was there.
Then if we had ordered it, then it would have come that we are trying to interfere in the religious matters of the majority community and things that they themselves should have. Now since they are saying ki trust itself...
Sir, it is Rajiv Gandhi opened the locks of this temple and made it an issue in the first place. Had he not opened those locks, it would not have become an issue nationally.
SIT has come out with just 2 crores, whereas colossal amount has gone into this this perfidious act, or embezzlement, whatever you say. A recent example has been some people from Sindhi community from Gujarat. They had contributed silver bricks to the tune of 100.
Rumor mongering.
The amount which has been bungled is unimaginable, because the sentiments of the people who are attached with this Ayodhya temple, and they have come out with for the donations with open heart.
आचार्य प्रमोद कृष्णम, ये जो इस तरह की जो दलील दी जा रही है कि ये एसआईटी प्रोब कर रही है, मीडिया ट्रायल ना हो, अगर लैंड स्कैम के बाद चंदा चोरी की स्कैम रिपोर्ट होती है तो मीडिया इसके बारे में क्यों नहीं बात करेगी? क्या ट्रस्ट का मतलब है कि ट्रस्ट कुछ भी कर सकती है? खासतौर इस तरह के जो डिवोटीज की आस्था है, इसके साथ इस तरह का खिलवाड़ हो सकता है?
नहीं माधव, बिल्कुल आप ठीक कह रहे हैं कि अगर कहीं चोरी हुई है तो उस पर उसकी जांच भी होनी चाहिए। और फिर ये किसी एमएनसी का मामला नहीं है, किसी फैक्ट्री में चोरी नहीं हुई है, किसी दुकान की चोरी नहीं है, ये करोड़ों हिंदुओं की आस्था का केंद्र है। ये करोड़ों हिंदुओं की आस्था से जुड़ा हुआ विषय है। श्री राम जन्मभूमि मंदिर सैकड़ों साल के संघर्ष के बाद श्री राम जन्मभूमि मंदिर का निर्माण हुआ और उसमें करोड़ों लोगों ने अपनी नेक कमाई का अंशदान किया। तो सवाल ये है कि अगर वहां चोरी हुई है तो उसकी जिम्मेदारी किसी को लेनी पड़ेगी। अब दूसरा प्रश्न उठता है कि अगर मान लीजिएगा कुछ ऐसी पॉलिटिकल पार्टियां हैं जो राम मंदिर के खिलाफ थी, जो राम मंदिर बनते हुए नहीं देखना चाहते थे, राम मंदिर के रास्ते में रोड़े अटका रहे थे, राम मंदिर के नाम से चिढ़ते थे, रामलला के भक्तों पर गोलियां चलाने का काम किया, जिनका राम मंदिर में कोई कंट्रीब्यूशन नहीं है, लेकिन अगर वो भी ये बात उठा रहे हैं कि भाई श्री राम जन्मभूमि मंदिर जो करोड़ों हिंदुओं की आस्था का केंद्र है, वहां चोरी हुई है, लगातार चोरी हुई है, तो श्री राम जन्मभूमि ट्रस्ट जिसकी जिम्मेदारी है कि उस चोरी को पकड़े और वो चोरी करने वाला कौन है, तो ये एक जिम्मेदारी बनती है। और अगर इस पे एसआईटी का गठन हुआ है, उत्तर प्रदेश के मुख्यमंत्री योगी आदित्यनाथ जी को और भारत सरकार को भी इसमें हम आभार व्यक्त करते हैं कि श्री राम जन्मभूमि और श्री भगवान राम के साथ जो ये पाप किया है उसका पता होना चाहिए। लेकिन एक बड़ा सवाल ये है कि अगर कोई चोर भी ये कह दे कि भाई चोरी नहीं होनी चाहिए, तो भी हमें एक्सेप्ट करना चाहिए। तो हमें ये थोड़ी कहना कि भाई तुम चोर ये कह रहा है।
आचार्य जी बहुत रिस्पेक्टफुली मैं आपसे बहुत रिस्पेक्टफुली इस बात पे डिसएग्री करूंगा कि इस मामले में चोर से एग्री करने की कोई बात ही नहीं है। जिसने अगर किसी ने चोरी करी है तो उसको सजा जरूर मिलनी चाहिए। और सबसे बड़ा सवाल है, आई वांट टू टेक दिस क्वेश्चन अक्रॉस टू श्रीराज नायर। श्रीराज नायर, एट द एंड ऑफ द डे
मैं तो आपकी बात का नो एक मिनट 10 सेकंड दीजिएगा। मैं तो आपकी बात का समर्थन कर रहा हूं। अगर चोर भी ये कहता है कि चोरी हुई है तो उसकी जांच होनी चाहिए। हम ये कह के उससे नहीं बच सकते कि चोरी का खुलासा करने वाला कोई चोर है। और ये तो आस्था का मामला है। तो श्री राम जन्मभूमि ट्रस्ट के जो पदाधिकारी हैं उनकी निष्ठा पे सवाल नहीं उठ रहा है, उनकी ईमानदारी पे सवाल नहीं उठ रहा है। सवाल
अकाउंटेबिलिटी बनती है, चाहे
उन्होंने पूरा
सर एक्ट ऑफ ओमिशन होता है, एक्ट ऑफ कमीशन,
जिम्मेदारी
दो तरह की
जिम्मेदारी तो बनती है। जिम्मेदारी
उन्होंने एक्टिवली अगर करप्शन नहीं किया या चोरी नहीं की, बट उनके वॉच में अगर कुछ गलती हुई है, एक्ट ऑफ ओमिशन भी हो सकता है, तो भी उनकी जिम्मेदारी नैतिक तौर पर बनती है। बट बिफोर आई गो अक्रॉस टू श्रीराज नायर, आई वांट टू आस्क अ सिंपल क्वेश्चन।
डेफिनेटली नैतिक जिम्मेदारी लेनी पड़ेगी,
बिल्कुल। एंड आई वांट टू पुट दैट क्वेश्चन अक्रॉस टू विवेक बंसल, बिकॉज विवेक बंसल, टाइम एंड अगेन दिस क्वेश्चन कम्स अप that when it comes to the temple movement itself, the opposition did not support it. I'm not justifying any kind of wrongdoing, but politically we are seeing this charge coming up once again from Mr. Shiraj Nair and Acharya Pramod Krishnam, that these are the parties which actually, showered bullets on car sevaks. They never attended the Pran Pratishtha ceremony. These are the kind of charges that opposition is facing coming in from the government today, or from the ruling party in any case.
Madhav, let me tell you, Congress had always been of the view that we would go by the court's verdict. So Congress had never opposed or supported this movement. And let me tell you that it was during I don't want to take any credit or discredit for this Ram Mandir Janambhoomi temple construction, but this is a fact of Congress always reposed faith in the law of this land, constitution, courts. They always express their faith in the whatever the verdict of the court is. We would go by that. So please don't try to put in place Congress in the league of other political parties who may have opposed the construction. Congress at no point of time definitely neither favored nor their point of view was that we would go.
So did your leaders attend the Pran Pratishtha ceremony?
Sorry?
Why didn't your leaders attend the Pran Pratishtha ceremony?
Well, our leaders were not given a due by the way they should have been accorded the invitation and all. That could have been the reason. And that could have been the reason.
So what was the position taken in Supreme Court?
Listen, Madhav, if it's a government function and all, and you know how they treat Rahul Gandhi in the Republic Day parade, how they give him the protocol, despite the fact that he has been the leader of the opposition. So you have to show certain decorum, certain protocol, and certain decorum. So let's not go into it that why he didn't attend, why he did attend.
But did he attend later? Did he go to the temple at any later point of time?
But Rahul Gandhi had been time and again, they are saying that we have faith and we are devoted to Ram, Maryada Purushottam Ram, and we are all Sanatanis. So there is no difference of opinion on that.
Sriraj Nair, I want you to come in on one aspect.
We have faith.
Okay, one second, Mr. Bansal. You made a point. Now let me bring in Sriraj Nair. Sriraj Nair, you know why this issue is so incensing for many Indians, especially Hindus who have faith in Lord Ram, is this. Many are saying to me personally, since they've heard this disturbing news of Chanda Chori, that we were told all along that this is a 500-year civilizational, once in a generation kind of a project. Why has this 500-year civilizational project been undertaken if it is going to end up in 2 years of Chanda Chori? Is this what the fight was for?
Well, Madhav, whatever is happening, it's definitely disturbing to all Hindus across the world. There is no doubt about it. But at the same time, I was listening to Mr. Vivek Bansal, does his neta and reads 21 toppo ki salami to go and pray at the Ram temple. See, we have seen even in 2021, before the UP elections, there were hit and run cases, there were spit and run cases. The leaders of Samajwadi, the Aam Aadmi Party, who eventually were in jail, the entire cabinet was in jail for Sharab Ghotala. They blamed the trust authorities in land scam. And after the elections were over, none of them came forward. So this kind of hit and run also has happened in the past. But all said and done, we are very clear. Let the SIT reports come in. Whoever is the culprit, if any wrongdoings has happened, definitely they have to be punished.
Okay.
We believe proper audit should happen. All statutory compliances should be met. There is no doubt every rupee which has been received as Dan, Dakshina should go into the bank. We are very clear.
There has to be zero tolerance. Unfortunately, there are many organizations where money has become very important today. Organizations that are supposed to be working for the greater public good, for the greater social service today. Across the country, we are seeing across ideologies being corrupted by money. But let me bring in Acharya Pramod Krishnam. He wants to respond to you. Acharya Pramod Krishnam.
देखिए माधव, मैं एक बात साफ कहना चाहता हूं कि कांग्रेस पार्टी ने हिंदुओं के साथ पिछले 50-60 सालों में इतने पाप किए हैं और इसको ये छुपी हुई बात नहीं है। राम मंदिर को अगले 100 साल भी अगर कांग्रेस की सरकार रहती तो राम मंदिर का फैसला नहीं आता, राम मंदिर नहीं बन सकता था। और राम मंदिर का जब शिलान्यास हुआ तो
इसीलिए तो लोगों को ज्यादा तकलीफ हो रही है आचार्य प्रमोद कृष्णम जी। उनको लगा था कि इस रेजिम में तो चीजें अलग होंगी,
उसका बहिष्कार किया,
हिंदू आस्था की रिस्पेक्ट की जाएगी।
प्लीज लेट मी फिनिश, मुझे 10 सेकंड दीजिएगा।
बोलिए।
और ये हिंदुओं की आस्था का केंद्र है, मगर अगर कांग्रेस भी ये कह रही है, अगर समाजवादी पार्टी ये कह रही है कि भाई राम मंदिर में चोरी हुई, तो हमें ये कह करके बचना नहीं चाहिए। क्योंकि मैं ऐसा मानता हूं, 2 पॉइंट बहुत इंपॉर्टेंट है माधव, आपका शो बहुत देखा जाता है कि पहला तो राम जन्मभूमि ट्रस्ट के पदाधिकारियों को कोई भी मौका उन लोगों को नहीं देना चाहिए जो लोग राम मंदिर के विरोध में थे और जो राम मंदिर को बदनाम करना चाहते हैं, जो हिंदुओं की आस्था को ठेस पहुंचाना चाहते हैं। इसलिए नैतिक मूल्यों का निर्वहन करते हुए श्री राम जन्मभूमि ट्रस्ट के सभी पदाधिकारियों को अपने पदों से हट जाना चाहिए। और ये मैं इसलिए कह रहा हूं कि वो सारे पदाधिकारी जिम्मेदार हैं, वो सारे पदाधिकारी राम भक्त हैं।
वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट
मर्यादा पुरुषोत्तम भगवान श्री राम तो वो हैं जो जरा सा सवाल उठने पर माता जानकी को राजभवन से उन्होंने वनों में भेज दिया था।
वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट, वेरी इंपॉर्टेंट पॉइंट। आचार्य प्रमोद कृष्णम, थैंक यू सो मच फॉर मेकिंग दैट पॉइंट. Perhaps all of these trustees should take the leaf out of book of Maryada Purushottam Bhagwan Ram. That is the word coming in from Acharya Pramod Krishnam. He himself has set the example. It is high time that whether it is Mr. Champat Rai or the other people who are part of this trust and have mismanaged affairs, bungled it up to this level where money has actually been pilfered or there are strong allegations of pilferage leading to an SIT, perhaps they should step aside in larger public interest, in the interest of a fair investigation. Shiraj Nair, Acharya Pramod Krishnam and Vivek Bansal, thanks so much for joining us this evening.